Critters are going in for their final bake today. This is my whole collection, so it's kind of nerve-wracking when they go in for that final bake, because it's like this is 5 weeks worth of critters, 5 weeks worth of content. So what I usually do is I'll put in like one little tray first, and then I'll do the rest once I make sure the oven doesn't like fry them. And you know, it is what it is, but they're always fine. I just get really nervous. Hi there, welcome to this week's studio vlog. So we officially hit June and it's gotten hot. We're having a little bit of a heat wave here in Oregon, which maybe like 90s doesn't seem like a heat wave to some of y'all, but in Oregon, most of the homes, at least in my area, don't have central air conditioning. So let's just say it's making my clay soft. So luckily, I finished up all my sculpts earlier today, and I'll spend the rest of the week working on painting them, which is a little more friendly with the heat. We're not having like melted clay. So I'm grateful that that worked out for me, because sometimes it doesn't, and I'm trying to sculpt stuff in the heat and it's not great. But I'm gonna work on getting them their final bake, which means yes, I'll be using my oven and heating up my house more, but that's okay. So they're gonna get their final bake today, and then soon I'll be able to start painting them. I'm like a little behind schedule, but like not really behind schedule, you know how it is. But yeah, I'll be working on my clays this week, and I hope you'll come along to watch. Hi there, it's Wednesday today, and here's what I've got going on. I just snapped an Instagram story of this sweater I made and I showed in previous vlogs. And I don't know what it is, but when I make something new like this, I get super nervous to share it on Instagram, even if it's just in stories, but I bit the bullet and I finally did it. And then if I pan over, you know, really breaking the illusion here, but I have all my critters that are getting their eyes painted right now. That's why they're all on their sides, to like kind of help the paint settle into the right place. Yeah, they look ridiculous. They're like propped up on washi tape and in all sorts of positions, and I'm like waiting for them to dry so I can actually start painting this collection. It's one of those like kind of time-consuming processes, unfortunately. But yeah, they're coming along and I'm super happy with them. Rainbows are just my favorite things, so the fact that I'm able to do like a whole rainbow collection is super exciting. And then while my paint's been drying, I've been working on my presets for Instagram in the Spark AR Studio. It's a super cool program. It's pretty complex though, but I've really wanted to do like super cutesy presets just for my own Instagram stories or for others to use. So I've been working on a strawberry one and then also a rainbow one. Like built-in profiles are really helpful, but they're kind of silly. But I've been working on those, and I finally submitted my first 2 to get approved, so that's super exciting. I'm hopeful that they get approved so that I can share them. It's also kind of nerve-wracking though, because like that's another just new thing I've never done before. But I've been working on them, making them cute, and I'm hopeful that they get approved and people like them. better than just like my fingers for smudging out paint on these little guys. So this is the kind of like common occurrence when I'm working. To go wash it all off. then I painted this sweet little zebra with rainbow stripes. And then also I've worked on this little rainbow narwhal. Kind of like a little scary before their eyes are painted on, but I've painted like the white layer on their eyes, and I want to give that like plenty of time to be really dry before I go in with like their pupils and irises, so that I'm going to wait and do that tomorrow starting probably. But yeah, just these two have taken me like the whole afternoon to work on, and I'm pretty happy with them. I've done rainbow zebras several times, but this is kind of a newer design, the rainbows on the little narwhal, and I think it's cute. I think maybe if I had done the clouds a little closer together with the chalk pastels, then I could have gotten the rainbows. I don't know, maybe I would have preferred that look, but I still like them. I think the clouds on this one, my second one I made, are a little closer together, so we'll see if that sort of gives me a better effect, or at least, I shouldn't say better because somebody will probably like the large rainbows more, but an effect that's more like what I was originally going for. Yeah, sometimes it takes a whole afternoon to paint two critters, and that's okay. It just is time consuming, I guess. Right, here's the zebras. I just painted the second one. I'm not even sure if y'all will be able to tell the difference between them, but I changed up the colors a little bit. The green is a little more towards blue. Oh, I made the yellow a little deeper, a little orangier. And I also swapped out the order I do the stripes in. So usually I just go right in for pink because I guess it's because of my favorite color. But I decided to start with the purple and then move back to the warmer colors. And actually, when you're looking at them, that kind of makes their primary color look warmer, I think, with the yellow to the orange to the pink on the neck. My dog is over here getting real mad. Let's see if I can show you. There's a lamp in the way, but she's mad. She just gets to this time of night when my husband's about to come home from work, and she gets real like anxious because she knows he's coming home soon, and she watches the window getting all excited. Oh, are you jumping down? Are you jumping down? He's gonna come home soon. He's almost here. It's all okay, sweetie pea. But back to the zebras. I changed out the color order, and I actually think I like this better. I know like most people won't be able to tell the difference, but I really like sort of maybe an emphasis more on the warm colors. I just am really into like pinks and oranges and yellows right now, even though I still like the rest. This is the rainbow we got going on. And then I wanted to give you guys a gel nail update. So it's Thursday right now, and these nails have been on since Saturday night. So it's been Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So 5 days. So it hasn't been that long. But honestly, they look pretty much the same as when I put them on Saturday. So that's great. They really do look good. The colors are so vibrant. They're so pretty. I'm gonna see how they last over a couple of weeks because I'd like my manicures to last at least 2, maybe 3 weeks, though without growth, sometimes that isn't super plausible. The only thing I've had happen is that when I do my nails, I always wrap my tips, and then obviously there's paint under, so some of the paint that's been under has peeled off, but it hasn't actually affected the edges, and especially not the tops. So I'm really happy with that. I feel like it's really lasting really well so far. And if nothing else, it's just like really pretty polish that doesn't have a bunch of issues like nail polish sometimes has. it's another painting day. I've started off my day by painting just the base layer of these Rainbow Critters irises on, and now I'm going in and sort of marking out where I want their pupils to be. I'll go in and add more details to the irises soon, but it's sort of helpful to know where I want the pupils to be so that I can paint accordingly. And then I'll go in and do the pupils after. Usually I do my critters with like a variety of types of eyes, but for the rainbow collection, I really felt like they all deserved rainbow eyes. And most of them are going to be like in this sort of flatter, more striped style, because I feel like it really suits this collection, except for potentially these two little tigers, which I'll maybe do a more ombre eye on, and I haven't fully decided, but I think a more ombre eye will really go with them. And then they're gonna have white stripes on top of the colors they already have, and I think that will be cute. But other than that, they kind of all have the same eye style, which is pretty rare for me. But again, for this collection, I just feel like they all deserve the rainbow eyes and they're all gonna have them. So I'm not sure you can even tell on camera, but like I've finished painting little lines onto their irises, and I'm gonna go on to starting to fill in the pupils. So I started this little one so far, and like the paint is always super patchy on the first coat. So it looks terrible right now, but once I do a few layers of paint, the eyes will start looking a lot better.